Welcome to
What?
The game.
Me.
To me.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Jelani Brown again, back with another episode of my NFL Smackdown or Smack Talk Smackdown. Sorry about that. We got the NFC crew on tonight, the guys that won their different divisions. Got my guy Jay McLovin in the corner, Kenton Gibbs, and Keith. Great guys. We're gonna have a great show tonight. Gonna try squeezing in, of course. Got Lakers and Rockets coming on. But yeah, man. Very excited to hear what these guys' thoughts are. You know, season's just around the corner, obviously tomorrow. So looking forward to it and see, how the show turns out tonight. So I'll let everybody introduce themselves, introduce the, squads they're repping, and, tell each other tell you guys about themselves. So I'll start off with Jay in the corner.
Hey, it's your boy J.J. McLovin from the Whiskey Hour on Game Changer Sports Network. Our show comes on Tuesdays from 7 to 8. You can catch it on Twitch and Facebook. And I'm repping my Cowboys. Right now I got the horse collar and Williams.
I'm about to say you got a different one on today.
No, yeah, I got my Williams jersey on today, my horse collar jersey. And it's good to be here with Keith and Kenton. These guys are awesome. And Jelani, you're great. And I look forward to talking with you guys.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Kenton, what's up, man?
What's going on, people? I'm Kenton Gibbs, 1/3 of the Facts Over Acts podcast. That's what we bring at all times, and that's what we're going to bring. That's what we hope to bring today. Once again, shout out to Jelani for having me on. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Keith. Hey, let's get into it. They've been going back and forth out in the group chat for the past however long. So yeah. I'm excited to be here. I really am.
Yes, sir. And Keith.
What's up? I don't got no podcast yet. I got to step my game up, but trust me, give me 3 months. It's going to be handled. But now, serious business. Your boy from Kentucky, home of the Derby. I rep at the Tampa Bay Bucks. We're going to be the first team to ever play in our own Super Bowl in our own city. So watch out. My man Jay, my man Kit, my man Jelani. We about to have a good show, but we got to wrap it up fast. I can watch my Lakers smash the Rockets tonight. Let's go.
Yes,
that hurt.
Sir.
Let's go.
I love it. So yeah, the format's a little different. If you guys watched the last episode, AFC conference, pretty much I'm gonna ask the guys 5 questions. They can only give me yes or no, and then let the other guys debate it whether they agree or disagree. And then of course I'll let whoever had the questions defend themselves. Then we'll wrap it up. We'll get into the schedule, win-loss records, see who may be making the playoffs, who has a chance at the Super Bowl, and all that. And of course let them wrap it up. Like I said, maybe plugging their shows again, and then also shout out why they should move on to the next round and face Sammy. Sammy won our AFC conference, so he's our Colts fan. So tell them why you should move on, and then of course, like I said, go against Sammy in the Smack Talk Smackdown final Super Bowl. So my first 5 questions, I'm gonna start off with Kenton Gibbs, of course. So Facts Over Acts, representing the Detroit Lions.
Yes, sir.
I was a little surprised that he got voted to move on just because of the team basis. But as y'all will see, Ken does a very, very, very great job of talking about his Lions, and at the end of the show, you'll probably become a Lions fan. So let's get into it. First question is: does Matthew Stafford play all 16 games?
Yes.
Does Matthew Stafford finish top 5 passing this year?
Yes.
Does DeAndre Swift, the first round pick, finish top 5 in rushing among the rookie running backs?
Among rookies, yes. Yeah.
Okay. This was a pretty stout class of running backs, so that's heavy on him. Do the Lions finish above 500 this year?
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. Strictly rushing, I'm gonna say no. All purpose, yes.
I would say we can change the all purpose. Okay.
All purpose, yes. He'll finish top 5.
All right. And do the Lions finish above 500?
Yes.
And do the Lions make the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So going back through it, does Matthew Stafford finish, the season playing 16 games? He hasn't done that in a while. Yes. Does Matthew Stafford finish top 5 passing? Yes. Does Swift? Oh, I think you said 5. You said yes to everything. I don't even gotta go through it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything.
You said yes to all of them.
Give me softballs. I gotta support. You threw me softballs, man.
Hey, live or die. He gonna support that team. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with Keith. What do you thinking about? What you think about that? Do you agree, disagree? What you got to say?
Okay, I'm gonna start with Swift first.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that y'all has got Adrian Peterson, I see him taking some of those early season carries away from Swift. I see Swift being an all purpose back, being third down, second down. But I think first down, AP still gonna do. I think he still got a lot of gas in the tank. I think he's got to prove something. So I don't think that Swift is gonna be top 5 in the rookie running backs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that happening. Making the playoffs, I don't see that happening. Stafford top 5, yeah, because he throws for 1,000 yards a game. I mean, it's not hard when you throw in. It's not hard when you 38 for 63 for 500 yards, 2 touchdowns and 3 picks. So it's not hard to be top 5 with them numbers. And as far as staying healthy the whole year, no, I don't see it. So that's what I got.
All right, Jay, what do you think?
Well, okay. I do agree with the Matt Stafford. I think Matt Stafford will throw well. Top 5? No, I'm not going to give him top 5. No, not top 5. But I do think he's going to have a good year, but not top 5. DeAndre Swift, well, let's see. He was hurt. I think he may be playing week 1. I know he was hurt for a little bit, so I don't know if he's exactly playing week 1. I haven't checked that stat. But even if he does, he still has got 2 other backs, especially Adrian Peterson and the other guy. So I think he's going to get some time cut into all-purpose yards. I think he'll do pretty well, but I don't think either one of they're not going to win the division. I'll be honest with you. They're not going to. Minnesota's probably going to win it. Maybe Green Bay challenges, but I think Minnesota's going to win it. But no, I gotta go with no's on pretty much every one of Detroit's.
Every single one?
Yeah. Sorry.
What do you think, Kitten?
Okay. Now, see, there was a lot that I wanted to say, but I like to follow the rules. So
Kitten, give us everything.
Your time. You can,
that's what I'm saying. I gave y'all the floor, and now I'm gonna let y'all know about yourselves really quickly here.
I love it. Let's go, baby.
It's very fun, and it's very ironic having a fan of a team that Bruce Arians is the head coach of telling me about turnovers. Bruce Arians is the king of turnovers. Everybody thinking that Jameis Winston is the problem. Well, Bruce Arians has been a head coach in 2 different places. Let's look at what happened in those 2 places, shall we? In 2013, with the Arizona Cardinals, Carson Palmer had never thrown more than 20 interceptions in his career and never combined that with more than 5 fumbles in his career, which means he never had more than 25 turnovers in a year. His first year under Bruce Arians, 28 turnovers and was sacked 41 times. And then we get to Jameis Winston, one of the best quarterbacks in Florida State history, a consensus number 1 pick. He was not a pick that everybody looked at and was like, oh, he gonna bust, he gonna be up. He actually performed very well his first few years. But when Bruce Arians, 42 turnovers, sacked 47 times. So it's comical to an extent to hear a Bruce Arians coach team tell me about turnovers. And then when we get to talking about, well, the Vikings are going to win the division, that's great. That's cute. That's wonderful. The NFL is a quarterback's league, and a quarterback has to have weapons. Who under God's green earth is Kirk Cousins going to throw the ball to? Thielen last year had under 500 yards receiving. Knock it off. Okay, sure. So we trust him to stay healthy now. Okay, sure. We can go with that. We can go with now that Stephon Diggs is gone and he's seeing more targets and more hits, he'll stay healthy. That's logical. It makes sense to somebody, not me, but it makes sense to somebody. So on top of that, an aging tight end, and then we got Irv Smith, who can't block his way out of a paper bag, but sure, he's a tight end too, and he caught for under 500 yards. Where are y'all going to throw the ball? Kirk Cousins does not make receivers great. That's not who Kirk Cousins is. Kirk Cousins shows you what a receiver is, and that's all he'll ever do. He's out. But now we're going to move on beyond that. On to the DeAndre Swift moment. Swift is going to be in the crowded backfield. Kerryon Johnson is definitely a big, bruising, wonderful young back. Adrian Peterson, an established legend in the game, dominated for years. Was second in the league for running backs over 30 in rushing yards last year. I have no problems with that. But I simply believe that with the emphasis that the Lions have put on the running game, and with the fact that they have a 10 offensive line, according to Pro Football Focus, coming back, except for Frank Ragnow, they're going to run the ball. He's going to get the touches. And Matt Stafford, last time he was hurt, the best predictor of last time Matt Stafford was hurt, he won comeback player of the year. But for some reason, again,
I got a question, teacher. I got a question. Y'all defense is trash. The reason why Matt Stafford has to throw for 1,000 yards because they're behind every game he has to throw. Y'all trash. The defense is horrible. You're not going to win, no matter.
And now again, hey, Bruce Arians, coach team, telling me about defense. This is amazing. Y'all finished bottom 5 in the league in points allowed last year. Knock it off.
Why? Why? Because they was constantly
Shots are fired. Shots are fired.
They were constantly giving a short field because James constantly turned the ball over. You take your butt off, get a 3 and out. You go to the sideline, get some Gatorade. Before you get 2 sips of Gatorade, he done threw a pick and you're back on the field again. Come on. All right.
But here's the question. I've just told you that the average amount of turnovers for a first-year quarterback under Bruce Arians is 35. Where do we think that he's going to revert? But like I said, the Lions making the playoffs, if you look at the NFC from top to bottom, you look at the NFC East, they were the worst division in football last year. And the Eagles won with a college quarterback being one of their top receivers. And Boston Scott as their starting as a rotational running back last year. No, he started a few games last year.
Yeah,
Boston started a few games for them last year. That's what got into the playoffs last year. So, and then look at the NFC North. You got aging Aaron Rodgers. You got Kirk Cousins without his only receiver who's caught 4,000 yards in the last year. And you've got Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. I'm not about the NFC North.
And it's an extra spot.
If we win the division, we will get into the playoffs. That's just de facto. That's just de facto.
You're not going to win a division. Look, 49ers, Seahawks, Saints, Bucks. There's 4 spots gone already. Vikings. Whoever wins that crapshoot of the NFC East, we'll say the Cowboys. So the Cowboys. So there's 1 spot left. You have to be a wild card, and you're not better than the Cardinals. You're not better than the Eagles, and you're not better than the Falcons.
Again,
so how are you going to get into the playoffs?
Again,
and that's if Aaron Rodgers has a down year. If he has a good year, he'll win He'll win the division. The Vikings will be the wild card, and you're still not getting in.
Again, my question is very simple. Where do we get off assuming that the Vikings are going to be this great team? I'm legitimately confused. They have pieces.
I will say this. No, wait now. Dalvin Cook just got hit in the extension. Dalvin Cook got a chip on the shoulder. Dalvin Cook, along with Jefferson and Thien, however you say that guy's name, I'm telling you, no. Let's not go there now. You're Detroit. You're Detroit. Wait. You're freaking Detroit. The last time you were relevant was when Barry Sanders was there. And Barry Sanders even said, I got to retire. I can't play for these losers anymore.
And listen.
You got a point.
We've made the playoffs 2 times since then.
And then what?
Not only have we made the playoffs 2 times since then.
Were you born when the Detroit Lions made the playoffs? Because you were born in 95. Were you born?
I was born in 95. When Jim Caldwell was their head coach, he took him to the playoffs 2 times out of his 4 years there. He had a winning record all 4 seasons. But I'm sorry, 3 of the 4 seasons, because 1 season he went 8-8. Okay. But the fact remains, we can play this game of the Lions' name is not a good one.
I do like playing this game.
Our show is called Retro Back for a reason, because it's not about what the name is. Because by name, and I'm not even going to do this shot right. I didn't even want to do this shot early, but I got to let it out. By name, Tom Brady is the best quarterback in the game. By actual looking and factual, by the statistics and the eye test, he's no longer that. He's no longer an elite.
Which is true. I'm not going to argue that.
Hey, both of y'all gotta be
putting
quiet.
your
He's
faith in Matt Stafford.
Shut up.
You're putting your faith in Matt Stafford. He cannot read a defense. The only saving grace he get is the man has an AK on his shoulder. He can throw himself out of problems, but he also throws himself into problems. He's the modern day Brett Favre. That's who Matt Stafford is. He's Brett Favre in the Lions jersey.
He's Brett Favre in the Lions jersey with the guy who
he's
led
Favre
the
dyslexic because Stafford's dyslexic at reading defenses. He's dyslexic. He sees everything backwards.
So he's a dyslexic Brett Favre who has a receiver who led the league in receiving touchdowns.
He had a receiver, but the receiver retired because he knew he wasn't going to go anywhere.
You're talking about Calvin Johnson from way back. I'm talking about Kenny Golladay, who's still under contract, who's still balling for us now.
And I will say that, okay, you're correct. And I'm going to give you that one. Golladay is good. And I hope that he does well this season because he's also on my fantasy league.
Y'all got Golladay, y'all got Swift, and that's it.
They got Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones on the other side of Golladay caught for more yards than any receiver on the Vikings. The team that y'all are telling me I should be scared of. That, come on now, make it make sense. I need y'all to help this add up. I need y'all. What's going on?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm telling y'all, Ken's gonna have the facts, and it's starting to make it makes a little sense to me.
Stop it, Ronnie. No, it does not make any sense whatsoever.
Lions are bad by name.
No, y'all been bad since I've been born. I'm 41. Y'all had some brief moments with Barry Sanders, and even when y'all had one of the greatest running backs in the game and didn't do anything with it.
But again, we talking about by name because you're not telling the truth. If you're 41, the Barry Sanders was in your time, and Jim Caldwell leading us to 11-5, 7-9, and 9-7 seasons was in your time. So to say we haven't been good at all since you've been born, I mean, sir, were you born yesterday?
Hold on.
Jelani, a first round exit isn't nothing.
Get all this, Jelani. How did Detroit make it to this round when they had to go against the Packers and they had to go against Minnesota? Now, Kenton, this actually goes to you, or not to you, but it's reflective of you. How did he make it here? He had to have done something or said something.
I'm telling you,
Packers in Minnesota.
Shameless facts over ads.
The dude knows his stuff, but he's just on a bad team. You're a good guy. You know your information. You got charts and bar graphs and pull downs and all that stuff. And you're a great guy, but you're talking about the flipping Lions. Man, come on, let's go to the Cowboys. I got more for the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. Let's Jay give him a mic. Same 5 questions.
But again,
is Dak good? No, Dak's not good. Is Ezekiel gonna last? No, he's not gonna last. Is Jerry gonna have a heart attack? Yes, Jerry's gonna have a heart attack. Y'all gonna miss the playoffs. Yes, y'all gonna miss the playoffs.
Bring it in, baby. We ain't there yet. I gotta help you out here, moderating.
Everybody got different questions.
And so,
calm down, Jelani. I gotta get this show back to you because you're the moderator. Where do we go from here, sir?
It's Jay.
I was gonna let Ken say his last little word, and then actually the Cowboys wasn't
it. His last word.
So listen. This is all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna end it right here. I have proven to you once again the best predictor of future behaviors is always the past. The sun has risen on the east and set on the west every day, and that's how I use my mind to come up with these predictions. Once again, last time Matt Stafford missed significant time during the season, he won comeback player of the year the very next season, and he did not have the weapons that he has right now. At the end of the day, when I talk about the Lions and what they are, when I look at what we have on our schedule and what we have coming back, what we bought in Jamie Collins, the only player in the league with over 7 sacks and over 3 interceptions, the only one. That to me tells me this team is going to get better in every single facet. Now, Has the rest of my league gotten better? Have they done enough to tell me I think the Lions are going to finish where they were last year or where I don't see it. And that's just the facts.
I love it. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of why you got past that, that tough NFC North. Like I said, I believe it, and can't wait to see what they do tomorrow, I guess.
Hey, Kent, love you, brother. Good fight on that team because you had the hardest of all three of us. Good fight, man. I respect you, Kenton.
I appreciate it.
Give me your email address. I'm gonna send you a bottle. You're gonna need it.
Shut up.
You know, Papa did celebration.
And I love you, Keith, but be quiet for a minute. Let the boy have his moment.
Hey, listen, it's 2020. It's a year of a bunch of firsts and a bunch of things we ain't never seen. Who knows? This year may be a first team that we've never seen win a Super Bowl get one. And you know what? In the words of one Russell Westbrook, why not me? Why not us?
That's the 2020 spirit, brother.
2020 spirit. All right, we're gonna move on to the Cowboys, Jay's team. We're gonna get his questions in. So, the first question for you is: does Dak get his extension / money?
Let me say one thing before we get into no. Real quick. I want to say this real fast, and I'm not gonna take long of it, and I'm gonna get to that question. My question is: first of all lives don't matter till Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. Go ahead to your question. What's your question? Is Dak overrated? Should he get the extension? Yeah, Dak should get the extension, but not to what he wants. I love my Cowboys quarterback. I do, and I think he's going to be the leader of our team. But I don't think he has quite yet earned the money of, let's say, Patrick Mahomes. I don't even know if Deshaun Watson has earned his contract quite yet. I think he's on the realm of it, but I don't think he should get as high as he got. Patrick Mahomes set the bar. He really did. He set the fucking bar. And everybody else has got to live up to that bar. And then for some reason, the Houston Texans were scared, I guess, and gave him what he thought he should have gotten, but he has not lived up to that bar yet. And by the way, Thursday's night game showed it.
True.
He played well, but not the Patrick Mahomes money well. Yeah. Okay, here's the deal.
Yeah.
Yes
or no answers, Jay.
Prescott's good, but he has not got to the Patrick Mahomes money. But let me tell you something this. No, Gavin, Trevor, Marlowe. He's not second tier. You're crazy.
You can't read the comments. Yes or no question. Jelani, mute him.
Come Sunday against the Rams, you're going to see it. Dak can do it. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants to get paid, and that's going to shut all of you non-believers up.
It's the Rams.
Hey,
it's the Rams.
Next question.
I'll say yes or no. And I'm gonna let him argue it towards the end because I already know it's gonna be a few.
It's gonna be a bloodbath. But go ahead.
Does Dak throw over 30 TDs? He threw for 30, I think, exactly last year.
Guy. He got rid of Cobb, and he brought on CeeDee freaking Lamb. What do you think he's going to throw?
I'm going to take that as a yes.
That's a yes. Question 3.
Does Lamb win Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Does who win it?
Lamb win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yes. No. Hold on a minute.
You already said
yes.
He said yes.
I'm going to tell you right now. Clyde Edward-Helaire, with your 137 some odd rushing and touchdown, you did well, young man. You did well for LSU. And if Ross was here, he would be like ecstatic about it.
He said yes. Question 4.
CeeDee Lamb, does he have the potential to take it? You're damn right he does.
He's a question 4.
Question 4.
Do the Cowboys win the division?
Yes. Oh my God.
Do the Cowboys reach the Super Bowl?
Next question.
Do the Cowboys reach the Super Bowl?
Who's going to stop them? They done put Everson Griffin. All we got to do is go after and get Thomas. We done solidified our defense. Come on, look. Watch, guys. Let's be honest. We weren't that damn bad. We were ranked number – hold on a minute. I got the stats here. We were ranked number 11 last year in defense. We upgraded on all 4 sides, right? We upgraded on the cornerback. We brought in Brandon Carr. We brought him back. We got Dontari Poe. We got Everson Griffin, Randy Gregory's been reinstated. We all know what Randy Gregory brings to the table.
Man, he's one blunt from being out again.
I'm not done yet. I'm not even done yet. Unlike you are out there in Tampa, I'm not done yet. And I'll tell you where you finished, Tampa. Tampa, you finished 29th in defense. So shut the hell up. Shut the hell up.
Okay.
Shut the hell up. That's my turn. You'll get your turn. You're 29th in defense.
7-9.
Right. All that y'all. Jerry's still gonna crash. Jerry's still gonna crash the whip. That got all that talent, still gonna crash the whip.
He can crap it all he wants. He brought in a damn good ass receiver. He's got a damn good ass free agency.
Mm-hmm. They did have a pretty good year. I'm gonna let you go through.
Dude, yes, 5 years ago your defense would have been great. Randy Gregory is one drug test from being out the league. Alden Smith is going to be is a drunk.
I gave you the stats. You're 29th in defense.
Alden Smith is a drunk. The Montreal Poe is already hurt, I think. Y'all lost.
No, he's not hurt. You're thinking of McCoy. Get your facts straight. You're thinking of Gerald McCoy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna throw it over to Ken because it looks like Ken definitely has something to say. But before I'm gonna go through the rundown real quick.
Anyways, he's a guy who's ranked 29th in defense is talking to a guy who's ranked 11th and upgraded. Shut up. You are not warranted in this conversation. You haven't done your research.
Being loud don't make you right.
It doesn't make me right. I just gave you the stats, and the stats makes me right.
You gave me a jail lineup. The future fellas of America play for the Cowboys.
I love you, Keith, but you're wrong, Keith. I love you, but you're wrong.
Can I?
Yeah. Take this conversation.
I'll say, yeah, I'm gonna let Ken start off first. I'm gonna just go through your answer choices real quick. So Dak gets his extension. I think you said yes. Does Dak go over 30? Yes. Does Lamb win Offensive Rookie of the Year? Yes. Oh no, you said no. Never mind. And then do the Cowboys win the division? Yes. Reach Super Bowl? Yes. So Kenton, what you thinking?
Me and him agreed on every question except do the Cowboys reach the Super Bowl? Now, the questions that you asked him, Jelani, they were excellent questions. Mm-hmm. They were excellent questions. However, there were certain questions about the Cowboys that have lingered for years, that will continue to linger, because the Cowboys fans, much like Jay, they are loud, they are brash, and they are delusional. Let me let you in on how I know the Cowboys will not make it to the Super Bowl next year. The Cowboys were behind at halftime in 8 games last year. Do you want to guess their record? Guess it. Come on, Jay. You're a fan.
I know.
I will be quiet as long as I get a follow-up to each one of their
2-6.
Oh, 2-6? Wrong, Keith. You predicted they were too good. They were 0-8. They lost every game that they trailed at halftime. Dak Prescott is nothing more than empty stats game manager. I don't care what anybody says. The Cowboys are front runners. If they do not lead, they do not dominate you off the rip, they will not win. And you do not dominate off the rip in the NFC Championship game. You need a quarterback who is ready to lead you on the game when he drops. You need a quarterback who is ready to look around the huddle. Hey, boys, we're down 14. We can still get this thing done. Dak is not that guy. He's had a top 5 offensive line every year that he's been in the league. He's had one of the best backs every year that he's been in the league. And what has he done with it? They said, oh, he didn't have no receivers. They got him Amari Cooper, one of the best in the game. What did he do with it? What did he do with it?
Absolutely
now, he got 1,000 damn yards. What more do you want from him? He got 1,000 damn yards. Hold on a minute.
Empty calories.
Let me ask you
calories.
This to both of you guys. What wins games? Defense. And let me tell you something, just so you don't know, Kitten Gibbs, you guys ranked 26th. 20.
Okay.
This is a good question by your friend. Does McCarthy change their defense, though?
No, he doesn't.
Well, McCarthy had the Super Bowl. What does Detroit got? McCarthy had the Super Bowl. What does Detroit have?
And you know what's funny? Earlier, y'all said that the trade. Y'all said the trade ain't been y'all been around.
Zero.
You want to know what's really funny?
You got Bubkiss.
And see, this is what I love about Cowboy fans. Didn't I tell you? Loud, brash, and wrong all the time.
No. We're not loud, brash, and wrong. I came to you. Okay, can't give. You're 26 in defense. You're 26. Explain to me why you think you got a shot in this conversation when your defense ranked 26. Tell me why.
And that's fine. But with your let me get this straight. Because I need to understand it. So y'all have a tier 1 quarterback that deserves tier 1 money. Y'all have a defense that's smidge outside the top 10, and y'all got beat by Boston Scott and JJ Arcega-Whiteside to get in the playoffs. Hold on, what? Something's not clicking. Something's not adding up.
Let me tell you something. I don't know why Detroit at this minute, given their statistical categories. They're irrational. I will gladly take on Keith any day of the week in Tampa. But Detroit, I'm sorry, you might game with some stats. Right now, your defense is ranked 26, and your offense is better than 20.
So why were you 8? Okay, with all that firepower, why were you 8-8?
8-8.
Do not blame it on Gary. Why were you 8-8? You have all that talent.
Why do we blame it? I blame it strictly on 2 things. Number 1, our defensive line did not on the rush like we should have. Number 1. Number two, Jason Garrett was not an effective head coach, and it proves. He's a great coordinator. I'll give him that. But even a coordinator, he wasn't the best because he still got beat. He started calling his own plays. So let me tell you how he rectified it. Now, this is where it matters the most. How he rectified it was we brought in a brand new coach and a brand new defense and offensive system and their coaches. And that's how he rectified that specific situation. How he
have the same offensive system.
Wait now.
Kevin Moore still running it.
As a defense, as I brought in Everson Griffin, and I don't got to tell you about his stats. I don't got to tell you about DeAndre Poe and his stats. I don't got to tell you about DeMarcus Lawrence and his stats, or Jalen and a plethora of others. Guys, you better wake up.
Going 8-8,
and y'all
half of that plethora is going to be suspended for the season by Game 4. Artis Smith.
You say that. You don't know that. That's your opinion. Your opinion, and you're entitled to it. But it's an opinion. I need facts.
Artis Smith.
He's giving you facts.
He's giving you facts.
I need facts.
Artis Smith lost 10. All right, let me give you a fact.
Artis Smith was the sack leader for San Francisco 49ers. The boy is back with a chip on his shoulder.
Like 2011.
Jay, you want to know what's funny about that? He was the sack leader in San Francisco, right? He lost tens of millions of dollars by screaming bomb in a crowded airport. That's the type of guy that's going to
Give me football. I don't care about the boy's past. I don't care if you went out there and one of those mama's titty till he was 28. All I care about is what's he going to do in the football field.
He's going to be gone.
In the words of the great New York Giant coach Bill Parcells, the best ability is availability.
Bill Parcells, Cowboys coach. Stop it. Go back deeper.
He nor Lawrence have availability. He nor Lawrence nor Dontari Poe have availability. Defensive line is one of those positions you bang in every play.
Defensive line, I've got Artis Smith, Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Everson Griffin. I've got 4 guys that can fill 2 positions. Next question.
And that's cool.
Next question, please. Because this is recorded. I can't even tell you how bad Detroit's defense is. Detroit will make it past the second round of the normal playoffs.
Hey, listen.
Lonnie, mute his mic. Mute his mic.
I agree with you on almost everything. Yes, Dak.
You agree with me. Your team is horrible. Why are you here?
You're muted. Jay, you're muted. Let the man talk.
No, CeeDee Lamb will not win Rookie of the Year. Yes, the Cowboys will win the division because the Eagles are the next best team, and there has not been a repeat winner in y'all division since, I want to say, like 04, 05, something like that. But at the end of the day, when the rubber meets the road, the NFL is everybody's a professional. Everybody's a millionaire. Almost every team got a player that's made the Pro Bowl at some point in time. The fact of the matter is, y'all secondary outside of Jordan Lewis is still as porous as I have seen in some time. In some time, y'all defensive backfield.
Sometime meaning when, because you haven't had a secondary in years.
That's great.
Deflection's not working here.
Because you were ranked 26. 26.
But again, and you know what's crazy? Even being ranked 26.
Out of 32 teams, only 8 teams were better than you.
So watch this. Even ranked 26, even with Matt Stafford hurt, we still found a way to trail at halftime in certain games and come back and win. How could y'all not? Being ranked 10th with the top tier quarterback, with the great defense, how could y'all not win one where y'all trailed at halftime? That doesn't even make sense. It defies logic unless you realize the Cowboys are soft at their core. That's the problem. The Cowboys fans I love to talk about, the Lions ain't been good since I've been alive. Well, let's talk about since I've been alive. Y'all have only made the playoffs 3 times since I've been alive. Y'all only got 1 playoff win, which came against us because of a not called pass interference in the 4th quarter. That's the only playoff win y'all have since I've been alive. So don't tell me what's going on since people been alive. If you're a Cowboys fan, y'all got rings.
I felt like I was muted. Shit said muted a minute ago. Dude, you're fucking Detroit. You're Detroit.
Tom Landry ain't walking through that door. Jimmy Johnson ain't walking through that. Emmitt Smith is not walking through that door. They're not walking through. I'm sorry to tell you. Michael Irvin, Aikman, they're not walking through the door. Okay? So y'all got to work with what y'all got. Y'all got to work with the front runners that y'all got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And I'll take that front
Gavin's
runner.
pretty. I like Gavin. Don't
be sorry. Our front runners are better than every single thing you have on your defense.
You don't front run against a good team. That's the problem.
New Orleans front runners. Any day of the week, we get the best front 7, period.
You front run against a bad team. You front run against the Bears, and you still lost.
Exactly.
You lost to Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky, Lord have
mercy. You're going 2019. This is 2020. Our front 7 is way better. And I stated earlier that our weakness was rushing the passer. And I stated that earlier to you. And I told you how we upgraded that rushing front 7.
Your secondary is still horrible. It is
No, we're horrible. How do you know we're horrible? You haven't even seen a preseason to know that. How do you know that?
Interesting. We will see it tomorrow.
What preseason game did you see to do that? How did you improve your defense? No, Clinton, I'm asking you, how did Detroit improve their defense? I can tell you how Cowboys did it. How did Detroit improve their 26
a bunch of big names?
And Deron Harmon. Now, how did the Cowboys improve? And don't tell me about players that have been suspended more than 10 games in their career.
I don't care. I'm telling you that because they're here. I don't care what they did in the past. They're here. Tell me how against Alden Smith, who was highly ranked in sacks, Randy Gregory, the same thing. I don't care what they did in the past. They're here now, and you still got to face them regardless. D-Law and Everson Griffin. How do you not recognize these people? How do you not? It's absent-minded. It's absent-minded to me that you look past them and you got a 26 ranked freaking defense.
Hey, listen,
shut up.
You're talking to me about rushing the passer and talking about Dontari Poe. Dontari Poe has never had more than 5 sacks.
Dontari Poe. I gave you
Dontari
Poe. I gave you 4 other people. And the 4 names I said, you brought up Dontari Poe, which by the way was on a Super Bowl ranked defense.
Ask my questions, Jay.
He was on a Super Bowl ranked defense. He's on a Super Bowl ranked defense. DeAndre Poe. Shut up.
And can you answer me that? And Matt McCready,
you're ridiculous.
My guy Matt, that's spot on.
Y'all don't have a better front 7 than either one of those teams.
Shut up. And I can't wait till we see you in Detroit because I want to have a recap of this damn conversation. But I sit there and toast my whiskey to your downfall.
Hey, listen, toast your whiskey all you want. It's gonna be whiskey and it's gonna be mixed with the chaser of your tears. That's what's gonna happen.
I really doubt that. I really doubt that.
Here's the thing. As a Lions fan, let me help you because Cowboys fans, I've been trying to get to as a Lions fan, I've been trying to get to y'all for years. When you understand what your team is and you are realistic and honest with you.
No, guy, I'm not. You got a 26 ranked defense, and you're trying to talk to me that's ranked 11. You haven't been relevant since
Let me tell
1970.
you. Let me tell you. If
I know it's hard for you. I get
if I
that.
see one more
But
person
dude, you're
in
irrelevant.
in the
I don't
Tony
even know how
Dorsett
you got
jersey
this
in Miami,
conversation.
crying about the Cowboys not making the Super Bowl, I'm gonna have to block all Cowboys fans, and I want to do that.
No, block me, please. For the love of God, block me, please. Block me. Block me.
Hey, listen, Jay, you seem like a great guy. I don't want to block you. But
Say
I'm just
that.
saying,
It's
if
so
I
cute,
see
so
I see one more pair of jean shorts with the Tony Dorsett jersey complaining about not making the Super Bowl.
Man, I love you, man. Hey, look, you're an Eagles guy. I respect you, brother. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys still gonna beat the Eagles. Let me tell you something. You're a 26th ranked defense.
Oh,
You probably
goodness
got to
gracious.
miss 20s on your offense.
You
You
can
about
say
to
it
talk to
30
me.
times, it doesn't matter. You're still going 8-8. Come on, Bucks question. Is
We're
Tom
gonna
Brady going to throw 30
We're gonna
touchdowns?
move on
Yes.
to the Bucks.
Yeah,
Tom Brady
Jelani.
played the whole
Hey,
Hey,
season.
Johnny Brown, let's go on to the next topic,
Exactly.
please.
Let's move
This
on
guy's
to
an
the
idiot.
Let's move on to the Bucks, please.
We'll
I
get to
want
the
to.
Bucks.
Let's move on to
Please,
these.
Jesus. Oh,
There he
goodness
is.
gracious.
I would say I don't want to keep out in the dark too long.
I'm going to throw my phone.
Hey, Blue, hello, Keith Woody. Keith Woody's my boy, Blue.
Let me see. First question. Will Tom Brady throw for the most yards this year? Out of QBs, obviously.
I hope he does. He's my fantasy
No.
league guy. He better.
He said
No.
no. Will the Bucks be the highest scoring offense?
He better.
Yes.
Will Godwin and Evans both be in top 5 in receiving yards this year?
Brady's throwing to him. He better.
Yes.
Both of them?
Thank-
All right, cool.
Yes. Both.
Will the Bucks win our division? I said our because I'm a Falcons fan.
Yes.
And does Tom Brady get ring 7?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Just say freaking no, man.
Yes.
All right. So recap real quick. Does Tom Brady throw for the most yards? No. And I think everything else was a yes. Highest scoring offense. Evans and Godwin in top 5 in receiving. Bucks win the division, and Tom Brady gets ring 7. So I'm gonna start with my guy Kitten. What you agree, disagree? What you think?
Well, once again, and you know what, Jelani, I gotta shout you out on these questions because you gave everybody questions that we could all answer yes to, which still would leave us out of a few details. But you came, you always on number 5. You came in with the right hook, like y'all gonna win or no.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. And so when we look at our answers, they're very similar. I think that Evans and Godwin are by far probably the best duo in the league.
I honestly think they're the best duo.
I think that both of them. I don't think they'll both be in top 5 because they got too many guys they got to throw the ball to.
Too many, yeah.
You got those two. You got OJ Howard. You got Rob Gronkowski. You got you got a plethora of folks that you got to get the ball to. So that. I disagree with you there. Will they win the division? Now, who gonna check Michael Thomas? Who gonna check Alvin Kamara? And don't get. I love that Bush kid that y'all got a middle linebacker. He's a phenom.
Yeah.
I believe he's a star to make it, but I also believe I think he's 2 to 3 years away from truly being a star at that middle linebacker position. But he is the middle linebacker of the future. Make no mistake about it. Tom get ring 7. I'm sorry. I hate to have to say this. I hate to have to be this guy. Just like everybody else who leaves New England, just like everything else out of New England, he will all of a sudden look defective and broken once he's out of New England. That's just the honest to God truth about this thing. If you look at Tom Brady and what he was to the Patriots, no year was more defining. No year was more defining than when he got hurt and Matt Castle went 11-5. That year for me told me, oh, okay, Tom is good. Tom may even be great, but it's not. He's not the source of what's happening out of New England. That's so Tom Brady not leading the league in passing yards. We both agree to that. But the fact of the matter is, when you talk about Super Bowl, I need a guy who I'm trusting him to pull this out down the stretch, or my defense is so great he won't. Last time a quarterback of his age got to the Super Bowl, it was Peyton Manning with the coach. Peyton Manning with the coach basically got a participation. I mean, Peyton Manning with the Broncos. When Peyton Manning went and won that last Super Bowl with the Broncos over the Panthers, he got a participation trophy for just not screwing up the work that Von Miller did. The Buccaneers don't have that type of defense that Tom.
Yes, we do.
And here's the thing. Levante David, great linebacker. Bush, great linebacker. But who do y'all have in that secondary that you can say, I feel comfortable with him matched up one-on-one with any team's top receiver? Who do y'all have in that secondary that you would say that about? Right?
Nobody. We don't.
Okay. So if you don't have that, then naturally the next step out is, okay, great. Will your safeties be able to compensate for whatever they lack? I don't think so. I don't think that the safeties on the Bucs are that good to where I'm like, you know what? Long as they bracket, long as they get those safeties involved in the coverage, they can take care of whoever's number one receiver. I don't see that. And I don't think that offense will be prolific and explosive enough to compensate for what that defense can't do. They're great on the second level, but they have no pass rush that make me say, oh, man, that quarterback, you got 3 seconds and they better hop out there. They got nobody in the defensive backfield that I say, hey, if you throw the ball up against them, all right, more power to you. The linebackers are great. They need help. Great linebackers alone will not make your defense great.
True. They are facing some, prolific offenses this year as well. It's like, and pretty much all my questions were focused on it too, all offensive related questions, because they got the name.
Can I respond now?
You got to play Drew Brees twice. You got to see Julio Jones. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you can either respond. I'll let Jay say what he thinks. Real quick before you respond.
All right, come on, Jay. Go ahead. Come on, Jay. Give it to me.
I'm waiting for question number one because, oh my God, I fell asleep halfway through your bullshit.
Oh, what? You talking about question? Question one was, will Tom Brady throw the most yards this year?
All right, first of all, Gavin, who commented earlier from Circus Monkey, hey, I love you and thank you for supporting this show, which is also part of Game Changer Sports Network, and I'm glad he's sharing this. Secondly, what was the question on Tom Brady?
Will he throw for the most yards this year? The two around him.
I don't think Tom Brady, even though he is my fantasy league quarterback, no, he will not throw for the most yards this year. That's not going to happen. But what's your second question? Because I'll tell you why. Because Mike Evans right now is hurt. So we don't know if he's even going to be in the game in week 1. So we'll wait and see. But I don't think he's going to throw for the most yards this season.
And will they be the highest scoring offense?
No, I do not believe they'll be the highest scoring offense. I say right now, I think when Mike Evans come back, they do have the potential to be one of the highest scoring. The highest scoring, I don't think they're going to reach that category. No.
Yeah, and the other ones were like, does he win the division and does he get his 7th ring?
He wins the division, absolutely. No on the 7th ring.
All right.
Okay. Now can I? So now's my turn.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Yes. Is our secondary great? No, it's not. We have a bunch of no-name players. We have, that's always been our downfall, has been our secondary. Our defense is, you have to realize how many, Jameis Winston by himself, out of just his last throw of the game, lost us 4 games. We were 9-7. He lost us 4 games. Just by himself throwing game-ending picks. So you take away 2 of those interceptions, 2 of those games away. We're now 11-5 and in the playoffs. So our defense wasn't that bad. How many times did we have a great defensive stand, run a 3 and out, get to the sideline before we take our helmets off and drink some Gatorade as a turnover, we're back on the field again. So of course our defense is going to look bad when we're constantly on the field. We're constantly having, we're starting at the team is starting at their 30, starting at their 25, starting in the red zone. There were so many times that that we were starting our defense started in the red zone. We had nothing, and we still have the NFL sack leader.
Mm-hmm.
JPP is finally healthy. We still got Ndamukong Suh.
Right.
And you did, and like you said, our linebackers are studs. So front seven, yes, our front seven is great. And like Kenton said earlier, back when we was debating about his Lions, about a Bruce Arians led offense. Yes, we're going to have some more turnovers. But do you honestly believe Tom Brady is going to be over 30? It's going to be over 30 in 30 turnovers? No. Yes. Is he?
Yes.
Will he throw more interceptions? Yes. Will he have goals? Yes. But is he going to be over 30? No. No, he's not going to be over 30. So that alone helps our defense.
Again.
So he had Ben Roethlisberger. Let me talk. He had Ben Roethlisberger, Carson Palmer, Kurt Warner, and Jameis Winston.
Oh, yeah.
None of them are built like Tom Brady. All of them are gunners. Tom Brady is not a gunner. Tom Brady is the king of dinking and dacking. He's going to throw quick routes. He's going to throw a bunch of hot reads. Every once in a while, to keep the defense honest, he'll throw a bomb or two. But he's not going to be chucking the ball out around the yard. He's going to get the ball out of his hands.
So let me get this straight.
And so he's going to get the ball out of his hands and let them run with it.
The entire offense, the entire Bruce Arians mindset, the entire function of Bruce Arians from the jump, what he's been successful and won Super Bowls with in the past, he is now scrapping all of it. He's throwing it all.
For Tom Brady, you throw a motherfucker in the trash. Real quick. Tampa Bay was ranked number 29th in defense, even worse than Detroit Lions. 29th, guys. 29.
And I told you why.
And I want you to understand, defense wins championships. If you don't know that by now, if you don't know it, see the Baltimore Ravens. See the Baltimore Ravens.
Bruce Arians throws that whole thing in the trash can, and you cater to Tom Brady. The same way
29th.
When Peyton Manning went to the Broncos, they threw everything they did. You throw it in the trash. You throw everything in the trash for your Hall of Fame quarterback.
My question for you, Keith, is this. I want you to understand this, and I want you to answer this question for everybody. If your defense is ranked 29th, you obviously address your offensive needs. But what have you done on defense to take you out of the 29th position of 2019? What have you done in 2020 to take you out of that hole?
You got rid of Jameis Winston, who was responsible for 35 turnovers. That's it. You're not starting at the 40-yard line. You're not starting at the 40 every game.
So, and I'm going to go over to Detroit. Detroit, you ranked 26. What did you do on defense to bring you out of that hole in 2020? Neither one of you did jack. The Cowboys did a lot to take us out of the 11th spot. What have y'all done?
Was he the only person for the NFC East? Is that how he made the first round? He had to be the only person that showed up at night. Because, my God, you don't know football, man.
When you need players to do more than one thing, it's rare to find the two things a player can do. He can cover his behind off, and he can rush the passer. It's him, Jamal Adams, and maybe 2 or 3 other players that you think of in that category. People don't even think of Danny Collins in that category, but when you watch the film and you look at the stats, he's there. So, again, we're going to pretend that Bruce Arians has scrapped everything and everything is going to go great for Tom Brady. Sure.
I forgot. I told my friend I'm going to give her a ride to work. I'm going to give her a ride to work. I'll be back in like 30.
Don't come back, because if you come back, you lost.
Let's just assume that all those
first or last. Ricky Bobby said it.
At the end of the day, you're still.
There's no end of the day. There's the end of the moment. And your moment is death.
We're still looking at a 40-year-old, a 42, 43-year-old, however old Tom Brady is. The average for first-year quarterbacks, how many sacks they take under Bruce Arians? 44.
But Tom Brady, and I don't like sticking up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in any way, shape, or form, but I will say this. Tom Brady is still throwing 60-yard bombs, so shut up on the offensive side. Concentrate on the defense.
So Tom Brady is going to magically make the offensive line go from 40 sacks to 10. He's 40 something. He cannot take 30 hits, 30 sacks. He can't take that.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
They did, I guess, address it somehow with a first round pick.
I finally agree with Kenton.
Tackle.
I finally agree with Kenton.
Hey, look, I tell y'all, we call it facts over acts on my show for a reason, and that's what I stick to in these debates. I do not give.
No, you don't. Not all facts.
I don't give you names. I don't present to you some half-baked. I give you the facts. I give
No,
you.
you don't. No, you don't. Because the facts are you ranked 26 in defense, and you didn't do nothing to improve it. So you don't rank nothing in facts.
You're not leading at halftime. You're
And
front runner. If you don't lead, you will
I'll
lose.
take care of you at my wrap up. It's okay.
That's
If
interesting,
y'all
yeah, because
singular point at halftime, y'all are done. I really don't know what else to say to you. I don't care what your defense is ranked. If you can't come back from it,
Detroit's last one standing. I don't understand this crap.
you see 30
I
minutes of
live
football.
in Detroit and Minnesota and Green Bay.
Point. And we know the greatest predictor of a Cowboy loss last year was the score at halftime. I rest my case.
Guys, we're not even the same team. We revamped our entire coaching staff. Our whole coaching staff. What are you talking about? You're talking about 2019.
And your quarterback was below average in
And you
QBR.
still sucked last year. And what did you do to improve? Let me ask you this. No. Let me ask you this. 2019, Cowboys were one way. I'll give you that. But in 2020, we revamped every freaking thing. And we brought in CeeDee Lamb to complement the offense. What did Detroit do so substantially that takes you out of 26 in the basement of defense and offense? I don't think you did nothing. Barely anything. Your number one recruiting, DeAndre Swift, is hurt.
And
What
again,
did you really do? You brought a has-been in your running back situation. But
and
what did you
again,
do on defense? No, you'll be in last place like you've always been.
if the
You're not
Cowboys,
going anywhere. Get used to it. It's your destiny.
they will not win the game. And you think that you're going to go to the Super Bowl with that? You think through a playoff run, you're not going to trail once at halftime? Oh, okay. Believable. I believe you. I totally believe you. I don't believe this guy at all. He's a
My
load of
fedora has more experience than your underwear.
Hey,
And I rest my freaking case.
Hey,
I love
listen.
it.
I wish
My Tom Landry has more time in coaching than your present coach.
Hey, listen.
And I rest my case.
I hope you know
You're
that
freaking
Jimmy
Detroit.
Johnson and that immaculate comb over, it ain't coming. Him and the Bay ain't coming back.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Kenton,
It ain't coming back. Randy Von Meredith is not walking through the door.
this is not a comb over. This is a
Randy
regular
Von
haircut.
Meredith.
I've got
This is a
hair.
regular
There's no comb over.
Roger Staubach is not going to lead y'all to no more Super Bowls.
I don't need Roger. I got Dak Prescott.
You're talking about what we are or not in today's
You got Matt Stafford. He came in as a rookie to go out as a veteran. Never once ever sniffed a championship trophy.
Hey, fellas, I got a roll. So it was great. You know, if I don't go to the next round, that's fine. But y'all see what I got. Let me go.
Yeah, I'm about to say if you want, I'm about to say sign off, say why people should vote for you.
12-4, win the division, go to the Super Bowl. Brady gets a 7th ring, and y'all gonna hate me because I'm gonna be uncontrollable on Facebook.
Hey, hold on, hey, before you go real quick, Keith, let me just say how much I love you. You're my bro for life. We shoot the shit on Facebook, and I hope your team does well.
Thank you,
Not
sir.
too well for me though.
All right,
Appreciate you again, Keith. And like I said, we'll get you up and we'll see how you fare if you get to that next round or not. But thank you again for hopping on with us tonight.
All right, later.
And I'm down to Detroit.
Yep. And we're going, and I was gonna end off with this.
It's like a skinny girl and a fat girl going for a beauty pageant contest. Let's roll, baby.
And see, that alone tells you all you need to know. Because are they not are beautiful? Are they not full figure women? The skinny, I'm just
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I can't hear your Nutrisystem or your bypastric surgery. Could you please speak a little louder?
Cowboy fans are delusional. They're
That's
delusional.
hilarious.
Look,
All right, we're gonna wrap it up with like I said, we're gonna go through schedules real quick. You know, everything kicks off tomorrow, so we'll get the predictions in real quick, you know, before our first games hit. So I'm gonna start off with Kenton and his Detroit Lions. So I'm just gonna, say the team that you play, and you can say win or loss.
Mhm.
So of course you guys tomorrow play at 1. You guys start off with the Bears. Win. Packers.
Win.
Cardinals.
Win.
Saints.
Loss.
Jaguars.
Win.
My Falcons.
Delani, I'm sorry, but hey, listen. I think that Mont knows.
Jelani. Oh my God, the drugs have taken over. He's so delusional.
I mean, that's a win.
Kind of as a win. So right now we're 6 games in and we're 5-1. Colts.
Yeah. Win.
Vikings.
We're gonna lose some in divisions. I think this is gonna be the first one because we're gonna be right to high loss.
All right, cool. 6-2. Washington football team.
Win.
Panthers.
Win.
Texans.
This is tough.
it's really
I'm
not.
gonna go ahead.
Go ahead and give your answer. It's not that damn tough.
I'm gonna go ahead and I think Bill O'Brien gonna be fired by this time in the season. So I'm gonna go ahead and get fired. Oh yeah, Bill O'Brien. They're gonna let him go. They're gonna let him go.
You said it's a win?
Yeah, because when they realize that Houston ain't in playoff contention, they're gonna let him go. So I think we're gonna win that one.
Bears.
Win.
All right, so if I got it right, we're at 9-3. 12 games in, 9-3. Packers.
We always split with the Packers, so I'm gonna say loss.
All right, 9-4. Titans.
Win.
Buccaneers.
Win. Absolutely.
I just I wish Keith was. I was trying to get to it. Keith was still on. See what he was gonna say. Lions. Oh, my fault. Vikings. My fault. Vikings.
We gonna win that one. We gonna win that last one.
All right, so we're ending the season off 13 and 12-4.
Yeah, 12-4. I got us at 12-4, and I got us advancing all the way. I got Lions all the way, baby. I believe. Now listen, I'm not gonna be surprised if they lose in the NFC Championship. Not gonna be surprised at all.
I'd be surprised if you made the NFC Championship. Matter of fact, I would think it's a goddamn freaking miracle. But go ahead with your last thought.
We're actually moving on to you. We're gonna go through the Dallas Cowboys schedule real quick, and then I'll let you guys wrap it up. Say your final thoughts and why everybody should vote for you on to the next round. But before that, let's hit this Dallas Cowboys schedule. And it's interesting. My team plays both you guys. But first game you guys play tomorrow. Got the primetime game, 8:20. Rams.
1.
Okay. My Falcons are next week.
1.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Seahawks.
Seahawks could present the matchup, and that's where I'm thinking like, I hope I'm gonna Seahawks. I hope for a win, but I'm not. I would be surprised if we lost that game because those guys have put one hell of a with Josh Gordon and Jamal Adams. I think are the deal breaker, but I'm still gonna stick with my boys, tried and true, and I'm gonna go Cowboys win.
Okay. Browns.
I'm gonna go this. I believe we played the Seahawks twice. I'm gonna say we split the series with the Seahawks.
No, I only play them once.
We only play them once. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we played them twice. I'm gonna stick with my boys tried and true because I feel like we're at even. I think it's a 50-50 matchup on that one, honestly. And I'm gonna go with my boys in Dak Prescott, and I'm gonna go with the Cowboys win.
Okay. Browns.
Win.
Giants.
Win.
Cardinals.
Win.
See where this is headed. Washington football team.
That's a win.
Eagles.
That's where we get in the tough zone because it is a rivalry game. They're going to step their game up tenfold. If Wentz is a quarterback and if he doesn't get hurt, I see we're going to make it tougher, I think. But I'm still going to stay tried and true to my blue and go win. I'm going to go split the series. No, I'm going to go. I know we played the Giants twice, which we're going to win twice on the Giants. Let me just go ahead and tell you, we're going to beat the Redskins twice. We're going to beat the Giants twice. That's a given. That's just a freaking given.
Okay.
I do think, though, that with the Eagles, I think that could be because it is a rivalry and they are very good. If Wentz is playing on point, I say we split that series. So I'm going to split the series with the Eagles.
All right, so you're 5-1 in the division, so I can skip a few. All right, Ravens.
And that's where it gets good. No, it does. Lamar Jackson. I'm not overlooking Lamar Jackson. I'm really not. I think the Cowboys still win, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be very, very close.
All right, Bengals.
Oh, that's a win.
49ers.
49ers, I'm going to give that one a loss just because sometimes they just benefit that. So I'm going to give the 49ers a loss.
All right. And then you already said Eagles, and Eagles is a split, and then Giants, you'll win. So if I have this right.
And I'm gonna, let me go back. Let me think that just for a minute. I'm going to go back to the Ravens game. And just because I feel like it is the Ravens, and those guys were like number 2 in their league or number 3 in their league, but I think the Ravens did do enough on their team. I'm going to get it as a loss. I really feel like we're losing 3 games this year. I think 49ers, I think Ravens and I think the Eagles once. So that's 3 wins or 3 losses right there. So that's probably what, like 12 and 3?
13 and 3, yeah.
3?
Yeah. 13 and 3.
I'll give that one 13 and 3.
You guys are pretty high on your teams. We got a 12 and 4 and a 13 and 3. That's obviously enough to, I think, for both of y'all, honestly, to win the division.
I think one of us might be a little more lucrative on their end than the other, given the right to where their defense was at. I'm just gonna say that, and I love you, Kenton. Kenton, I love you. I do. You're like the little brother I never had, but I always fucking wanted. But I'm gonna tell you right now, brother. I think you're a little spiced up on your team. Our schedule. No way. I say 13-3. Let me say this real quick, and if I can, and Kenton, I tell you what, because I love you so much, and I do consider you part of my family, I'm gonna give you the wrap up. Can I just give you the wrap up on it?
You got it. Go ahead, man.
Okay, and I think that's pretty good because that way you get the final word in all of this. And so I'm giving you the wrap up, Steven, and that's only because you're my family, and I love you. And you're delusional as shit. All right.
Hey, Cowboys fans,
right now, Jelani, we're at the wrap-up point. Would you agree?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
All right.
Say wrap it up.
I'm gonna wrap up my end of it, and then I'm gonna bestow the coveted wrap-up, all encountering, and my boy Kenton Gibbs over there with the Detroit Lions. Facts over acts. Here we go. So my wrap-up is this, man. And I guess if we're going against each other, which would be Tampa Bay and Detroit, my wrap-up against these guys is this. I already stated it several times factually that Tampa was 29 in defense and that Detroit was 26 in defense. Neither one of those teams really improved on their defense as much as they did on their offense, and DeAndre Swift, which is hurt. And with Tampa, you had the improvements of pretty much everybody on offense, right? Okay, I'm going to give them that. But they didn't really do much on the defensive side of the ball. And that's where I believe championships are won. I played football all the way through high school. Unfortunately, my height and my talent level didn't get me all the way to college, but it got me to varsity. So I do understand those aspects of the game. And the aspect I understand, and let me tell you something, North Shore won several state championships. Several. In the state of Texas. And in the state of Texas, if you don't know this by now, it's very hard to do. It's very hard. Yep, and I will say, having said this, like my coaches always told me, and by the way, out of the year that I played, you will know that Andre Gerard was part of that. And he went on to play pro ball. And if you don't know that, he actually played with the Cowboys and a few other teams. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to say is this. Defense always wins championships. It just does. Because if your defense is doing what they're supposed to do, it gives your offense time to rest. And if your offense will then come to do what they got to do, then you're great. But defense, and I think the Baltimore Ravens have shown this time in and time out with their Super Bowls, defense wins championships. And we were ranked number 11. We revamped our entire coaching staff and brought in a Super Bowl caliber coach. A Super Bowl. I'm sorry. The man won a Super Bowl. What do you want me to do? Take it back? Tell you he didn't win it? He developed Aaron Rodgers. He made Aaron Rodgers who he was. What's he going to do with Dak, who is already a good quarterback? How much better is he going to make Dak? And an already potent Dallas Cowboys offense at 4,900 yards. I'm telling you right now, Cowboys going to go for 5,400 yards. Yeah, I said it. Take that crap. I wish somebody would hot take it. I hope somebody puts it on Facebook that McMinn, Jay McLovin, quoted it accurately when Dak Prescott throws for 5,400 yards. I hope somebody puts it on there.
54.
I pray, because I'm going to be all over Facebook. This face, get to know it, because this face is going to be all over Facebook, and I'm going to remember every single person that ever doubted me on this. Cowboys are throwing for 5,400 yards. Cowboys defense will go from 11 to at least in the top 6. And that's going to get us enough to the Super Bowl and give Patrick Mahomes, who I believe is going to be in the Super Bowl there as well, a run for his money. Hold on. Lastly, if I can, Kenton Gibbs, before you give your spiel, and I'm not going to interrupt you one bit, brother. I love you, I appreciate you, and I respect you. And facts for acts. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. I'm gonna tell you, in this country, we're going in the right direction, and every life must matter. And Black lives got to matter first. I'm out of here. Deuces.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And I appreciate it. I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate your allyship, and I sincerely hope that it is genuine and not performative. I really do.
It's genuine. Believe that. Yeah. Believe that. It's genuine.
I bet.
And if it is, I appreciate it. And so from there, say this. We so often get caught up on names and brands and so many things like that. And the Cowboys are the most valuable franchise in all of sports, not in football, not in North American sports, in all of sports, you know. And so it's easy to be lured in by the names. It's easy to be lured in by the history and the pageantry of the white jerseys at home. It's easy to be lured in. But I am asking you all this, and it's easy, and it's not just Jay, it's Keith too. It's easy to be lured in by, oh, they got Tom Brady. Oh, they got Leonard Fournette. Oh, they got all these nice things. I have given you nothing but facts from start to end. I have given you nothing but repeated instances of this is what this team has shown, or this is what this coach has shown repeatedly. Now, if I'm going to sit up here and tell you hey, let it be whoever had the best name win, I would not be here now. The Packers would be here. The Vikings would be here. Every team in our division has been to or has won a Super Bowl except the Lions. But you see where we are. Because the fans in the last round, they saw the truth. They saw through the name. And they said, that argument is the clearest, it's the most concise, and it's the best. I am telling you, you cannot believe in a 40-year-old quarterback, a 43-year-old quarterback to lead a team with no defense. And you cannot believe in some front runners that if they are down by 1 point at halftime, that's it. You can call it again. You can't believe in those teams. What you can believe in is a coach who was leading the Patriots defense for many years, who, when his defense was healthy, was 10th in the league 2 years ago. Last year we were decimated by injuries, but we still brought in more help for the defense. A quarterback who has proven I can do it in the clutch. His defense has not always helped him. His defense has not always been there with him, but he's always shown up. Matt Stafford has more game-winning drives than any other active player in the NFL besides the washed-up old man in Tampa Bay. He's the only one with more. And we all know because of Matt Castle, he was a product of that system. So I implore you fans, do not go by the name. Go by the facts. Pick the facts today and listen to Facts Over Acts every Monday. We drop at noon. I appreciate it. Y'all be well now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it. Love it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys again. Like I said, coming on tonight before we got a plethora of games coming on tomorrow. Everybody's teams play. I'll be talking with you guys and seeing how everybody fares out. But definitely appreciate you guys, Kenton, Jay, Keith. Had to get off a few minutes ago for joining us tonight. Definitely would be interesting to see where this voting goes, where this and who's advances to that next round. Yes, sir. What's up? Are you still muted? Yeah.
You muted yourself, bro.
Jay, you muted yourself.
Jay. Oh, Lord. If this ain't the perfect example of
he's a Cowboys fan. You muted yourself. I'm gonna let him keep going.
Oh
just to see.
God, he gonna keep yelling muted.
Yeah.
Jay, unmute yourself.
Can he not hear us?
I don't think he can.
You muted yourself. There you go.
And I had to say a few things, and I didn't want the audience to hear what I had to say, so I was talking to my damn self. Hey, listen, guys, leave me alone. I got PTSD from Afghanistan, and I do that from time to time. Shut your mouth. Listen. No, for real. Hey, listen, what I would like to see happen is if we can get a mid-season, either like week 6 or week 7, whichever one suits best for Kenton and Keith and Dylan, whatever the case may be. Can we get a mid-season follow-up just so we can kind of revamp or recap now
I love it.
where we are then, and see if Kenton was full of shit, if Keith was full of shit, or ultimately am I full of shit? I don't know. But can we? Hey, I
we
think
definitely
this
can make that work.
Jelani, can you make that work?
Yeah, so we'll definitely make it work. I know we had talked about it for the NFC East and even NFC North as well with Kenton.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah, we definitely will. Yeah, we'll make them work the conference championships, the different divisions. We can definitely make that work because I'm interested to see as well. Like I said,
I know. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Keith already loves the shit out of me, so I know Keith will be here. Kenton, will you be here?
Oh, of course. All
right, so I see a mid-season NFC game, week 6 or 7, whichever works out best for all of us. But week 6 or 7, let's make this happen.
For sure.
I'll be back.
It needs to happen on a Saturday going into that Sunday's game.
Yeah, so we'll try to hit on that for sure. Again, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for coming on. Know we got this basketball game to get to, and like I said, good luck to all you guys' teams tomorrow. Next week, I'll see you, Jay, and pretty sure my Falcons will come up on top. But like I said, thank you guys again for tonight, and that's another episode of NFL Smack Talk Smackdown with what the game means to me. Good night, folks.